Carti first announced Opium in November 2019 on his Instagram, but weeks prior to that, Carti was already mentioning the label in his unreleased songs. This was the start to something big. In early 2020, Carti did do an interview with Culture Kings where he first talked about the label publicly.
What I'm trying to do is just expand, getting ready to like put my label together.
Around this time, an artist from Atlanta who was creating some buzz in the underground dropped a song called Fold. That artist was Carson. The song caught the attention of Carti, which led to Ken being signed to Opium and also became the first artist being signed to that label. And the next year, Carson would then drop his EP called Boy Barbie, but things would change when Carson dropped his mixtape called Teen X in August of 2020, which also included his hit song called Yale, which is to this day one of his most popular songs.
And she smart as fuck, I got this bitch straight out of Yale.
What was really big for him at the time is that he co-produced Carti's Beano off of Whole Lotta Red, which we will get into in a moment. But in that same year, another artist caught Carti's attention who had recently dropped his project called Broken Hearts, and that artist being Destroy Lonely. And the song that Carti messed with and was called Oh Yeah, which then eventually got him signed to Opium. After that, Destroy went on live talking about his new album No Stylist being finished before restarting the whole album.
It'd be damn near done, but I mean it's done, but I want to put more songs on that bit. No Stylist hard as fuck.
And then later that year, Carti dropped his highly anticipated album Whole Lotta Red, which at first did not meet the fans' expectations, but let's be honest, and we all ended up loving it. And the song Beano, which I mentioned earlier, was co-produced by Carson, and the title references homixide/Opium affiliate Homicide Beano, who is also mentioned throughout the album. And Carti mentions the label in some of the tracks in the project as well. And then in 2021, Carti released Teen X Relapsed, a deluxe version to his mixtape called Teen X. And also around this time, Destroy Lonely's song Bane, which has been out since 2019, started to blow up, but didn't really blow up until 2021, mainly due to TikToks. And is to this day one of his most popular songs. And also Carson dropped his first album officially under Opium Project X, which also included his popular songs being Rock and Roll and Run Plus Ran.
I wanna rock and roll, you can tell by my clothes.
Which in my opinion was definitely a huge turning point in his career, because later that year, Carti kicked off his insane King Vamp tour. And Carson opened up performing his hit songs and making a name for himself in the underground. But during this time, Carti would also sign Homicide Gang as well. And the next year in 2022, Carti talked about the label again in a XXL interview. And then in July in 2022, Carson dropped his album X. And in that same summer, Carson would also go on his X-Men tour with Destroy Lonely. And then Lonely would also drop his long-awaited album No Stylist, and has now announced a No Stylist tour with Homicide Gang. What is happening with Opium right now? So first thing first is the beef with A$AP Rocky. Back in September, A$AP Rocky posted the song of him and Carti's song called Sights on his Instagram, and Opium J and other members of the label were not happy. And also a few days ago, the Homicide Gang and Playboi Carti may be the next target to get the RICO charge, so hopefully that does not happen. So who are the members of Opium? So as the CEO, obviously we actually have Playboi Carti, we then have Destroy Lonely, Carson, Homicide Gang. For the producers, we actually have Filthy, Out of Town, Art Dealer, OJ Fritz, Lil 88, Ethereal, KP Beats, Starboy, Mitch Modes, and more. That is it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah guys, peace. I'm out.
Twister. Destroy.